think, listen, I'm all for, I don't even know how I got on this topic, but I am all for skilled labor, like skilled workers. We need skilled workers so bad, and we don't have any hardly anymore. We need plumbers, we need carpenters, we need all kinds of skilled workers. We need welders. We need HVAC people. Um, I think that's going to be a lot more in demand than college degrees. College degrees don't get us nowhere anymore. Thank you, Miss Melissa. Dr. Vonda, thank you, honey. I love y'all. All right, guys. Let's see. We're almost done with this.
You have to kind of speak up sometimes. How about, did you know prior to her getting in trouble?
No.
Would you have ever had a relationship with her if it wasn't for these circumstances of her getting in trouble and you all meeting? Would you all have met any other way? Or
Probably not. Not that I'd be aware of.
how about,
Uh,
do you know her?
yes. I mean, I've known her through the court system for years.
Remember, he worked at the jail.
If you wouldn't have been in this position to know, do you think you would have had a relationship with her? Do you think that helped you all?
I'm confused. I mean, if we'd never met in any way, then probably not. But
I guess what I'm saying is, if you'd have saw her at Walmart, would you have went up and spoke to her, or was this something that, just because of the circumstances that you were in, you all formed a relationship?
that's a hard question to answer. I don't go up and talk to a lot of people.
Okay. Is there any questions you have for me?
What kind of charges might come out?
I don't do charges. I'm the lowest guy on the totem pole of many people above me. I don't do stuff like that. All I do is they send me up to these places to get people's side of the story. I type the form up, I give it back to them, and that's they tell me what to do.
Who's them?
The Attorney General's office. Yeah. I don't. It'll be up to them on what they decide. I can't tell you. I don't want to lead you in any way, so I just can't tell you that because I don't.
Too, and it'll be dependent upon if there's follow-on interviews, additional information that comes in to make sure what you tell us is accurate. There's no prosecutor in the world that I've met, in the last 20 years that isn't interested in someone telling the truth.
And your evidence question, will all the evidence be presented? Everything that I gather absolutely will be presented. Okay. That is something there's no narrative here. That's what I told you before when I said, man, I understand stuff. I don't have a narrative to come up here and to get you to do, to only show something against you. That's not how that works. We do the whole broad spectrum and then let the chips have to kind of fall where they fall. It's not up to me. But no way will that not happen. I can assure you that.
Yeah, this isn't, movie or small town situation. You got to think you're.
So now the girls were asking him, what do you think will happen? And he was saying, oh, now we can't guarantee nothing. I can't, blah, 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 blah. Do you remember that? When Sabrina was asking him if she had to be afraid and she was looking for some encouragement. She was looking for some reassurance from him. You could tell. And he was just, oh, I ain't judging you. I ain't judging you. You're not judging the victims, but yet you're over here buddying up to Ben, giving Ben all the answers to say. I mean, they had to pry the truth out of him, or at least what they fed him as truth.
Attorney General's chief law enforcement.
I have,
Commonwealth.
yeah,
We've got a very important duty to be very factual, be very independent,
Oh yeah,
to present everything, and that's what we said. We want to make sure that what we get from you is spot on accurate, because we don't answer to pretty much everything we've already asked you.
guy's
Okay?
name is Shannon.
We don't, if you're wanting an accurate portrayal of evidence and an accurate portrayal of who you are, then honesty is the only way that Matt and I can convey that, in a report or, to a prosecutor or to a grand jury or anybody else.
I get no pleasure in this whatsoever and
Zero.
no benefit. So I will ask you that what you have just discussed with us through this period that you've been in our vehicle and our presence, that's been your statement, free and willing, right?
Yes.
Your honest statement, everything you've told me has been the truth.
Yes.
Okay.
What?
What do you think should happen to somebody that this is done?
I done wrong. I never raped her forcibly, but I done wrong.
Do you have any other questions? You've got my phone number. If you do, feel free to call me. I understand you may come up with something tonight. I will say this. I know this is hard on you, and no matter what outcome happens here, I want to assure you something. The good Lord above shows another day. And that's a guarantee. That's not.
Why isn't he saying this to these sex assault victims? Why isn't he trying to comfort them? He's comforting the rapist. He's patting the rapist on the back.
Can say a lot. I can tell you the trees are green. I can say anything. That's no guarantee in life, but that is a guarantee. That hill that you're climbing, you be truthful and honest, you will peak, and this will level out in your life, and you'll look back years from now, and this will be just a bump in the road. I guarantee you that, and that's I know that wholeheartedly.
He should
I
have.
would like to just say that, Patty had nothing to do with it. It's completely separate from the sheriff's office. I had not, it's two different jobs. It'd be like me working in the sheriff's office and me working at McDonald's. The sheriff's office shouldn't be reflected badly upon, and Patty shouldn't either. It was odd.
Ben, when you were doing this job, sometimes the ankle monitors in the evening, was it after work? Did you still have your...
Patty had a duty. Patty was the owner of the ankle bracelet company. She had a duty. She was the supervisor. She was the one who looked at all the equipment, and he even said people called her 75% of the time. She had a duty to make sure that her employee was not SAing the people, her client.